Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'll tell you how you can keep in touch and keep in tune with your younger Filipina. Of course, in the Philippines, age gap usually isn't an issue in relationships. Let's go ahead and read today's question. I see that, like myself, most of the men in the group are well over 50 years. What do you do to look younger, to stay in tune with your younger girlfriends? Special haircuts, skin creams, clothing styles? P.S. I take for granted that you jog and swim and eat very little to be slim and in the best shape possible. Okay, stick around till the end. I'll tell you guys my personal thoughts. Here's the first answer. No, I be myself. I don't try to be who I'm not, and she still loves me for who and what I am. Really, it's that super simple. Of course, in a typical, ideal, best relationship, you want your partner to love you for who you are, to not really care about your physical appearance or what you look like. However, reality can be a little bit different, especially if you're getting into a relationship. At the beginning, attraction is still really huge. Although in the Philippines, as earlier mentioned, age gap isn't that big of an issue, it's still somewhat, important. So the least you can do is to present yourself in a good way. I'll tell you guys some tips by the end of this video. Do nothing, just have a healthy wallet. Yeah, of course, money is louder than anything else, but is that really the type of woman you want to attract, draw, or that you want to be with you in your life? Maybe you do, I don't know. Maybe you don't care if she really cares about you as long as she's physically there and participates in the activities that you want to do. I understand that many times the older we get, the less attractive we are. That's just natural, that's just human nature. But sometimes people can look past that if you do provide certain types of comforts. If you have money, you can stay in a nice home, you can take her to a nice restaurant, you can take her on vacations, you can provide the woman with a lot of things that a younger, healthier, more attractive person doesn't have. That's what we did when we were younger. I know I'm not quite at 50, 60, or 70 yet, but I had to put in the work to get some money so I can actually attract the women, right? So those guys are still in that work in progress phase. Many of the people in the Philippines already in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and even 80s have put in the hard work through the decades previously, and now they're trying to reap in the rewards. So why not? You probably worked really hard to get to where you are now. It's time to make that money work for you. Personally, if I had the money, I wouldn't mind spending a little bit on a woman to make her feel comfortable so she knows that I care about her. I mean, there's a very fine line between being used and actually caring about the girl and providing her with something because you want her to be happy. It's just that you have to really be careful who you spend your money on and whether they are genuine or not. So that's where that little fine line comes, but great answer. If you have money, you pretty much have it made in any country in the world. I'm 60 years old, but I don't look my age. I don't stress of nothing. I exercise daily. I try to eat healthier, but from time to time, I do indulge in bad foods. I figured out years ago, stress is a silent killer and will put years on your life. That's one reason why I retired in 2016 at age 52, because work was killing me slowly. I look forward to life because I'm living, not just existing. Stress can be a definite detriment to your health, mental and physical. A lot of times we forget about our mental health because we're so focused on trying to get somewhere. And that can be in life, at work, financially, emotionally, physically. You try to get healthier. But you have to remember that it's not like a race. Honestly, this is a cliche, but it's a marathon. If you take the small steps in your life and slowly try to build yourself up to something that you're comfortable with, then that'll be stress-free. For example, even myself, sometimes when I get stressed, I really think about it. Is it really that important? There's a saying, this shall pass too. But eventually time heals everything. Why worry about something, especially if it's not in your control? So do not stress, especially in the Philippines. Go to a beach, go to a mall, sit at a cafe, people watch, interact with the locals, say hello to my voice just cracking, I hit puberty, hello. Say hello to a local Filipino kid. Kids love foreigners, man, they give you a high five, they want you to play basketball, buy them a bag of chips, it's like a few cents. It's not really about the money, it's about bringing joy to your community. I walk by the same barangay, the same neighborhood daily, and all the kids say, YouTube, they know I make videos because sometimes they see me with my camera. But it's just like knowing that there's so much life out there really kind of reminds you should not stress if it's within your control. There's a Filipino girl that says, I find a guy with a good sense of humor very attractive. I personally do the same, especially in women. A girl that can laugh is really hot to me. Stay healthy, eat healthy, walk daily, exercise when possible, and stay stress-free. Many good points. Again, in the Philippines, Try to get to the gym if you can. Try to at least go for a walk. Try to go for a couple laps in the pool. Usually, if you're in the Philippines, you probably have a little bit more time than you did back home. Try and utilize that to go for a walk. Even at the mall, if you want to go for a coffee, have your coffee and go for a few laps around the mall. Walking is really beneficial. At first, when I heard that, I'm like, it's just walking. How much calories can you really lose? But it's not really about calories, it's about your movement, your muscles, just being active and engaged. It doesn't hurt, right? You're bored probably anyway, so go for a walk around the mall if you want the AC. If you can bear the heat in the Philippines, outside with an umbrella or something or a hat would be a great idea too. Filipina do not like it when you are slim, says someone. I don't know about that, but I'll tell you this, Filipinos will make you feel comfortable regardless of the size of your body. If you're short, tall, fat, big, slim, Filipinos tend to really care about your inside, or at least tell you that, and they don't make you feel insecure like most Western women might. So Filipinas know how to take care of the man. They know what to tell you to make you feel like a grown-up, basically. They don't judge you for your outside appearance. As long as you're kind to them, nice to them, and provide them with some comforts, and they'll treat you nice, and they'll tell you that they probably like your belly. They like the fact that you're big. They like the fact that you can give them soft hugs, and they may not want a very slim dude, or at least they'll tell you that so you feel better on the inside. I don't know what pictures you have been viewing, but most of the guys I see posting with the Filipinas are long past their expiration dates. It's like I always say, the Philippines is where old men go after they die. Okay, so I can see what this guy's trying to say. A lot of times you will see people posting on social media with their younger women, wife, girlfriend, whatever. There's usually a 20, 30, even 40-year age gap between the two. And the men typically, because they're older, just we're not in our prime at that stage. Maybe they haven't worked out so often. Generally speaking, most men tend to be not as attractive as the Filipino partner who's decades younger than them. So it just kind of shows you a couple things. Age gap typically isn't an issue, and looks tend to be not an issue if you're providing the Filipino with the lifestyle that they want. The good thing is in the Philippines, that lifestyle can come at a little bit more affordable price tag than most other Western countries. My advice would be for whoever, in whatever stage you are, I wish I knew this when I was younger, to take better care of my health. Of course, people said it all the time, but I don't think I had that influence in my life or the motivation for someone to drag me off my ass and take me to the gym or for a walk or some kind of activity. I played sports all my life, but I personally, probably 10 or 20 years older with my body than my age because I got knee problems or whatever else I got going on. It's still important to go out there and go for a walk, because once you're out there, it really isn't as bad as you think. And a way to stay in shape and keep up with the younger Filipina is to take interest in their activities. For example, if she likes to go play badminton, then just join her. Maybe you don't have to take part in all the games, but 1 or 2 games is fine. If she goes to the gym, just go with her. Walk on the elliptical. It's just like walking outside, but with air conditioning, and you don't put as much stress on your knees, right? Go on the treadmill if you want to. Go for anything. You don't have to partake in the entire process. If your girl wants to go with her girlfriends to the mall and she's inviting you, don't say no because you're lazy and want to stay on the couch. Maybe say yes 1 or 2 times. Go golfing if you want. And you can do things together as a couple. That also helps. Watch some of our Korean dramas. I know I'm not into it, but if I had a partner that really was into it, I would do it for them. So when you do things together, I think that really closes that age gap, regardless of which generation you're both from. And of course, I would say get a haircut more often than you usually do. Maybe take care of yourself in a way that doesn't necessarily require years of gym or training or whatever, but maybe you can go swimming often, go to the beach often, wear better clothing than you usually do. Slippers and sandals and all that's cool, but if you're going out for dinner, put a little bit more effort, right? Just in general speaking, myself included, sometimes I go out there and I feel embarrassed. I'm like, oh man, I should have put a little bit more effort into the way I look. It's because firstly, it's the humidity, the heat. It really takes away from you trying to put an effort to be fully and well dressed and wear proper shoes and pants. So aside from the heat, that's one thing. The second thing is the Philippines is just so comfortable. People make you feel comfortable. They don't judge you. So you tend to let loose a little bit. So, get back on that, a little bit more effort, I think will go a long way. And those are just my personal thoughts. Leave yours down below. How can someone that's older stay in tune with a younger partner, regardless of which country they're from? I would love to hear the tips from you guys. Oh, I forgot. Karaoke. I can't sing for nothing, but the most fun I've had was to go to karaoke, and despite how badly I didn't want to do it, just go up there, pick a song, sing along. It doesn't matter if you're good or not, because Filipinos will outshine you anyways, because they all love to sing and they're good at it, most of them. But yeah, go to karaoke, go to do these things that you typically won't want to do probably at that age, because if I'm feeling it now, I can only imagine when I'm 70 years old, I probably wouldn't have as much energy. But if I want to be with my younger Filipina, I got to do it, or else she'll go find someone else that wants to take interest in her activities. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, take a quick second, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, that thumbs up. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.